Let's just melt into our pond of episode joy. Welcome to episode 151. I'm here with Aleena and our Kermit the Frog Toad.
Are you a sportscaster?
Yeah. Alex kind of started this thing where he would read down our list of like topics. He'd be like, okay, guys, welcome to the episode. And here's what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about this, that. And then I feel bad because people probably listen to the whole episode and be like, where did they take that?
Yeah.
We didn't mention anything on Alex's
Well,
to-do
yeah, we
list.
don't go through the list. And it's not a to-do list.
Check, we got through that and that one.
On that note, every day I wake up and I this is not on the list. I write
We can't do it if it's not.
I know, right? I write a list of what I want to do that day.
Like accomplishments?
Like
really?
like actual chores.
Okay.
And almost every day I don't get to any of them. By the end of the week I do.
Okay.
But it's just like, do you want to know what it is?
Are you taking pictures? Oh, wait.
No,
You're not writing it down. You're putting it on your phone.
I'm just putting it on my phone.
Okay.
And it's
I don't
like,
feel
this
like-
is what I need to do today. Okay. Run my mom cozy.
Wait,
Once.
Wait, run? What's a mom cozy?
It's a dish, like a bottle washer.
Okay.
Tidy room. Laundry. Wash playmat. Vacuum. I didn't do any of those things yesterday.
Well,
I don't even know why I do the list. And I have like 20 of those lists on my phone. I don't use the same one. I start a new note.
That's interesting. Like you don't have like I accomplished it. You know what? You shouldn't put it in your notes. You should put it in your reminders. Because in your reminders, you get to click like accomplished.
Oh, yeah.
You
yeah,
gotta kind of check
little
them
check
off.
Mark.
I find to-do lists are better written. And as someone who's trying
I actually think to-do lists are better written on a piece of paper.
That's what I'm saying. That's what written is. I literally just said written.
The rest is still unwritten.
Because then you actually get to anyways, I feel like it gives me more of an energy to accomplish a task. But I think first year of someone's birth, I think like skip any task.
Yeah, I
and
know.
then accomplish it the next year.
Speaking of energy.
No one was speaking of.
You did. You said it. Yeah.
Okay.
You said it.
Okay.
You don't believe me.
No, I totally believe you because as I said, once I say something, it's gone. It's like I've blocked it out.
Did you know that there's some people in the world where when they open their eyes in the morning, they're awake?
Wait, I have a whole topic about this.
You do?
Yeah, because I feel like when babies open their eyes, they're fully online. There is no like, I'm going to slowly rise and I'm going to be awake. It's like babies shoot up from 0 to 150.
Not my baby.
Not your baby?
Mm-mm. My baby is helping me understand why Noel is the way he is.
Wow. You know what? Babies really do help you out with shit like that.
Yeah, they help you with your partners.
Yes, they do.
Because he takes like 30 minutes to boot up.
Really?
He looks like he is like still processing. His eyes and everything are just so like, and I'm like, this feels familiar. This feels like
I've dealt
somebody
with
I
this.
know. That's an adult.
That's pretty cute.
It is very cute.
I feel like I'm very like, my eyes are open. I guess we're going. And I feel like Waylon's like that. And I feel like Corbin takes a long time to get online. But I think in general, adults are like, we'll lay in bed. Like we'll kind of get, it takes us a long time to boot up full capacity.
But yeah, so you're one of those, you open your eyes and you're just awake?
Yeah, I'm like, I guess it's time to go.
Like
not necessarily pre-baby. Like I would kind of be like more, I'm going to get online.
Yeah.
But now that she's awake, I'm matching her energy.
Interesting.
So like, the minute her eyes are open, I'm like, it's go time, baby. Let's put on a show.
This got me thinking because this all started because I like to diagnose myself and my family through TikTok. And it said, if you have sleep inertia.
I love that people have like WebMD, but Aleena's like, you guys, you know what? You should use TikTok.
Oh, yeah.
It's even more straightforward.
It is.
Okay.
It's digestible too.
No, it's actually not digestible. There's way too many videos coming at once. I'm like having a mental breakdown.
So something pops in my feed and it's like, your baby has sleep inertia, or like you could have sleep inertia, and it's basically where you wake up and you don't feel like you got enough sleep all the time. And I was like, oh, Noel, I think this is what you have, because he could get a lot of sleep and he wakes up and he's like, I didn't get enough sleep. And I'm like, I think this is also what our baby has because he's taking a long time to boot up, right?
Right.
And I was like, okay, sleep inertia. And it's just like kind of been in my head, you know? And then
It's your word of the week.
It's my word of the week. And then I went, who doesn't have sleep inertia?
Everyone.
Who isn't waking up in the morning feeling like they're not awake? But I guess you.
Me.
You wake up and you're awake.
That's time to go, baby.
What about you, Alex?
No, Alex probably needs like 10 hours.
Hell no.
Right?
Yeah. Same.
Alex comes alive at 10 p.m. Like that's
Yes.
when
I know.
he goes
Yes.
online.
Yeah.
Night
yeah.
owl.
I feel,
Night
and I'm
owl.
like, time to boot down.
Otherwise, I'm just zombieing through the day.
Yeah.
No, I saw Aleena sent a text at like 11 last night. I'm like, is she even a new mom? The fuck is going on? Like, why is this woman up at 11 p.m. as if she doesn't have anything else to do? She's like, hey guys, gonna shoot off a text. Wild. It was wild. When I got up at 3 a.m., I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, we all have sleep inertia, minus Sarah.
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny. I'm like, ooh, okay, this new term, that's what I have. And then I did some critical thinking, and I was like, we all have that.
Yeah.
That's not a thing
No, they're just trying
to
to catch you.
diagnose myself as.
Yeah.
I'm just tired when I wake up.
Classic.
And on that note of texting you last night, so we had discussed watching a movie
Yeah.
before this episode.
Yep.
And I love and appreciate you, Sarah, because you were like, what is the likelihood out of 100 that you're actually going to watch the movie?
Wait, hold
before
on.
you committed to watching the movie.
Before, you have to start with the sentence before.
No, I forgot.
The sentence before that, I was like, because I wanted to watch this movie, but I'm not going to go all the way in if I know Aleena's not going to watch. And you just never know. So before I was going to start it, I said, hey, Aleena, are you going to watch this movie? And she goes, it's on our list. And I go,
Just like my list on my
yeah,
phone.
yeah. I'm like, it's on our list. And I'm like, that gives me no fucking context of like if and when she's going to watch it tonight. So I said, what percentage out of 100 are you
You're
going
right.
to watch? And she hit me with a 70%. And I thought, that's fucking high for Aleena. There's a huge chance she's going to watch this movie. So then I was like, fuck, I got to watch it because I can't not do my homework. If Aleena's out here being even more of a new mom,
Yeah.
she's putting in the time.
But rewind. When have you ever done your homework? You have 3 Paddington movies to watch this year.
Okay, I'll do my homework if it's aligned with my wants and needs.
She's like, I got to make sure that I do my homework. But anything else that you asked her to watch?
No. Well, the thing about it is everyone knows, like, if it's anime, I'm not going to do it unless held at gunpoint. And, like,
Yeah.
that's extreme, but, like, I don't want to because it's going to make me cry. So, anyways, the movie that we're referencing, you guys, is The Substance. And this all started because Alex and Kate watched it, and they got our juices flowing of, like, it was crazy. And the ending, I didn't get to the end.
I knew you didn't get to the end.
So, sorry, spoiler alert, my baby woke up, Alex. You know I watched everything in fucking 2 parts. Mind you, before I even sent the first text to Aleena, I sent a screenshot of 2 hours and 20 minutes. I said, if you think I'm going to be able to finish this in one day, you're crazy. You're crazy. 2 hours and 20 minutes? I told you.
So I had to take an intermission.
Okay.
30 minutes in.
Yeah.
Baby boy woke up. And
You guys got to start ignoring your kids. You start neglecting these babies.
I have a question, actually,
Okay.
Oh, really? Okay.
on that note.
Yeah?
It's not on that note at all.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know how to segue.
Okay.
Have you guys ever watched a movie standing up?
Never.
You mean like the full thing? I don't think the full thing, no.
I did.
Really?
Wait, you were holding the little prince while watching this?
Yeah.
That's, I feel like, almost like date. I would have been like herking and jerking with him during this movie.
I know, right?
Interesting. So when
And I
I'm-
thought, in what world has any human ever watched a movie standing up?
No, I've never seen that. We watch sports games standing up. We stand up for 2 hours.
The history teacher in the back of your class when he puts on a,
That's a
on a
good
movie
one.
and
That's
he's
a
just
good
like,
one.
fuck it. And he just
Yeah.
watches right there.
I had to stand up because I wanted to make sure I made it through the movie.
Yeah.
And the walking motion helps put a baby to sleep.
Yeah.
So
So you did it.
I did it.
Did you, like, I'll just start at the beginning. Obviously, I'm not through it, so we can't discuss the ending, you know? I don't know.
So get ready for a spoiler-free
No,
review.
Hold on. Yeah. Actually, we can't spoil it because I'll finish it anyways. And, like, who doesn't think they potentially
So
see the
this
end
is
coming?
part 1.
Yeah. It's like Wicked, you guys. This is part 1 Wicked. I don't really like. I'm just gonna throw this out there. This isn't like that crazy sci-fi to me. I feel like this like could kind of be parallels to like a shit ton of stuff that potentially happens in Hollywood. Like Come on.
Okay, so
Like, it's not really that sci-fi.
you can't really give a review until you watch the whole movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Don't you feel like it has a
No.
lot of parallels to, like, L.A.?
I mean,
like-
that was the point.
That's what I mean. Like, isn't it like you're just watching it and you're like, okay, like they're just doing extreme versions of exactly what's
but-
happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like really hard to have.
Okay,
Like
well,
this is
tell me
like
what happens
This
in
is
the
like
end.
one of the funniest things to talk about when like of all like just now knowing I've seen the
Thing
mo-
is,
okay,
like-
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying a lot of words right now.
But the thing is tell me the end.
no, we can't
What?
tell it. You
I
have to
always
watch
find
it.
out the end before I.
No. It's one of those things like it can't be said.
You try. This is why we're here. We're trying to articulate the ending. Come on, you guys both watched. Give it a go.
Okay, so basically,
Yeah.
no, I can't.
Just tell me what
No,
happens.
no.
No, because then you're not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I
no,
need
you're
to-
not.
I need your part
no,
two
Yeah,
reaction.
we need exactly. We need the genuine
Okay.
reaction.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Part one, as I was saying before you guys rudely interrupted and said I didn't get the movie at all. But you can't be like dogging on my review if I've only seen one part.
It wasn't that we're dogging on your review. It's just you go. This feels like a lot of parallels to real life. I'm like, yeah, no.
but it was sci-fi horror, but the whole time I'm like,
So it's supposed to be like parallels because it's supposed to be relatable to like, what Hollywood is up to, and then where it takes it to the end is like this really extreme sci-fi version, and it's comical. It's like it's the best part of the movie. I almost turned off the first hour and a half.
you did?
where did you pause? Also.
Yeah,
It's probably like her. This is
25 minutes.
Yeah. She just got fired.
Just got the car.
no, you guys. I'm an hour in. Okay.
So has she taken the substance?
Yeah, she's. On that note, we're going to tell you about today's episode sponsor, ZocDoc.
You know, we cover a lot of different topics on this show, and sometimes we are experts, and sometimes we are experts. But we don't know everything. And that's why, when it comes to your health, you have to listen to pros. And thanks to ZocDoc, getting in touch with the real experts has never been easier.
ZocDoc is a free app and website where you can search and compare high-quality in-network doctors, choose the right one for your needs, and click instantly to book an appointment.
We know life gets busy all the time for all of us. And as moms, which that's what I am now, you can guarantee we know a little bit about a hectic day.
I can attest to that. But no matter what your schedule looks like, make sure to keep your health top of mind.
But don't even worry, because with ZocDoc, that was really authentic.
Yeah, I felt like I was kind of worrying in that moment.
Don't worry, because with ZocDoc, I literally gave the same exact delivery. Don't worry.
I'm not.
Okay. Because with ZocDoc, appointments happen fast, typically within just 24 to 72 hours of booking. And sometimes you can even score same-day appointments.
Plus, the website is super easy to use and you can search by procedure, location, and even insurance to make sure you're booking the exact right appointment for your needs.
Hey, maybe it's your first time seeing an optometrist.
Thank you for clarifying.
Or you could be a little nervous to see that frickin' dentist. We've all been there, but with ZocDoc, we can read reviews from real patients.
And parrots, if you need to. They have those there too.
So you can calm any nerves that you might have, like right now, while
Very
you're
nervous.
reading this ad read.
Totally nervous. And we're talking about in-network appointments with more than 100,000 healthcare providers across every specialty, from mental health to dental health, eye care to skincare, and much more.
Can you even visualize 100,000?
I can.
Liar. Stay on top of your health. Take our advice and visit ZocDoc today.
Stop putting off those doctor's appointments and go to ZocDoc.com/still and find and instantly book a top-rated doctor today.
That is ZocDoc.com/still. ZocDoc.com/still.
Okay, bye.
Don't look at me like
Has
I'm
she
crazy.
stitched herself up?
Yep. She
Okay.
stitched herself up. She's basically changed like 3 different times into her younger,
Gotcha.
her different self, her
Okay.
better, more beautiful
I
self.
mean, so it's already gotten pretty extreme. She's already given birth to like a new version.
newer,
of her.
hotter self.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So I've seen all that. And I was
Okay.
like, classic LA. The whole time.
Saw a salon for this down the street.
Yeah, literally, they're advertising this currently right now at dermatology offices.
I know.
Like, I was just, I don't know. I think I was expecting something, because, I don't know. I think I was expecting something more crazy.
Expecting something for the first hour. No, see, I hear you. Okay.
'Cause
if I paused the movie at an hour, I would have come here today. I would have said, What's the hype with the movie?
Not the hype.
No,
like I get it. It's a good movie so far.
No, but I think the first hour, I think it drags.
Oh.
I think it's a little like, and then the ending saves it.
But don't you think, in general, without knowing the ending, like go back to an hour? I think I was having a bit of like a chip on my shoulder about like Demi Moore being the old, washed up person who wants to be young again. Like this is somebody that like people aspire to look like currently.
That's the point.
Like I was kind of like,
Kind of the point.
Yeah, that's why when she walks out and like
well, that's why we're having a discussion. Don't fucking look at me, you guys. Like, oh, you're saying the point. Talk
sorry.
assholes.
Yes. You know what? You're totally right. We
I'm
are
just
being
looking at
complete
Alex
assholes.
because he's the movie review
no,
expert.
no,
so I'm like waiting for
You're right. You're
I'm
right.
just saying things, and then you guys are staring at me like you don't get it.
No,
You won't tell me the fucking
you,
end.
no, you
That's
absolutely
true.
get it.
That's true.
I'm being completely
We're
judgmental.
really like
yeah,
not giving you anything
yeah.
here.
No,
That's I agree.
you're absolutely
saying that lie.
You're absolutely right. That's the point. That's why her like elementary school friend is like, you're still the prettiest girl in the world because she is still a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then when you get to the end, you're like,
But
society is so messed up.
yeah. But I also thought that the first hour and a half,
I really
was
liked
like,
it.
I was like, like I thought it was shot like seeing all of Dennis Quaid's like face up close. I
No,
was like,
I thought
get
it
this
was-
man's mouth out of my fucking face.
I actually really enjoyed how it was shot
With
and
the
like the
bracelets, too.
brightness and like the colors of it. Like I feel like I hadn't seen something different like that in a long time. So I kind of appreciate when something's shot differently. I guess.
Did you guys notice that it wasn't in LA?
I knew it wasn't. I knew I was somewhere, but I didn't necessarily think where was it shot.
France.
I could see that. The things looked a
Yeah.
little bit different.
When you watch it knowing that, you're like, they just threw palm trees everywhere. And like
But the palm trees they showed were just random one shots of palm trees. Like they didn't really show palm
they
trees.
did put palm trees in some behind the scenes.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Yeah, it was the beginning was just kind of sad, and like I'm obviously to the part where there was she took more of her life than the week, and so she had the repercussion of having a part of her hand become even
Yeah.
older.
Yeah.
And the part that I had just finished was she goes to get her third round of injections, and she sees the old man there that was the young hot guy in the doctor's office, and he was like, isn't it, don't they start taking more from you? Like, do you feel lonely yet? Like, and I thought that was so interesting. And it's kind of in general like what my fucking point was last week in my ramble of like, you know, how we view ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just so I thought it was I you know what, I was right past that point maybe it was right before, where she was trying to go on the date with Freddie and she was trying to get herself ready,
That was
and
really
she was
hard.
looking
to
in the
watch.
mirror and she was like going back and seeing that younger her. I call it a younger her, but it's not really a younger her, right?
I know.
It's just like an alternate.
My literal self was like, why doesn't she look like her?
Yes, yeah.
Why isn't her eye color at
The
least the
same.
same? Throw some contacts on her.
Do you think they used like a body double, not for Demi Moore, but for the younger her, like in some shots? I was wondering.
Instead of Margaret Qualley.
Yeah.
I don't know.
How do you get a body to be exactly the same?
Well, like they would show like her butt. Like, do you think it was the same person?
Yeah.
Like I was curious.
Yeah.
Random thing. I was just curious.
I'll find out.
Find out.
Alex, why don't you tell us what you said after you watched the movie?
Oh yeah, wait, let me
It
go
was so
through our
good.
text.
What did he say?
Let me go through our text.
I thought he said, "Oh, that was crazy."
No,
that was crazy.
I did say, oh, that was crazy, but I also said, going to the back. This was for the two of you.
Vacation.
Oh, I remember now what he said. Thanks.
Thanks. This is taking forever to find.
You can summarize it, Alex.
Yeah.
Just say what you kind of
No,
said.
you got He's gonna read
It's got to be word
word.
for word.
Oh, you
Just
guys.
yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Just saw the substance, and I'd also like to apologize for every old joke I've ever made. Speechless, going to puke.
Thank you.
yeah. Sorry to all women.
Didn't you feel kind of good?
Sorry to all women out there of any age.
No, because it made me think like Alex really does think I'm old, so we really had to fucking apologize.
No.
Okay, well, what's something?
Yeah.
Just jumping straight here.
Yeah. What's something you're embarrassed about because
No.
you're old?
What's something that we all do, but we make fun of?
Make fun of what's something we all.
It's
do?
my riddle.
Oh.
That doesn't exist. I made it up.
Okay. So it's just like a sentence or like
What's your answer?
pooping.
Age.
Oh, good one, Aleena.
Wow. Thanks. I could workshop it. It could be a little
Honestly,
better.
I don't even think I make fun of old people. I feel sad for old people because I have this fear that they're lonely. I have this really dark fear that they're lonely.
No,
like,
it's not everyone that makes fun of, but I'm just
that,
saying
that was a really
society.
good. Yeah, that was really.
And it got me thinking. Like, it's so funny that as a concept that even I, when I was younger, made fun of older people. It's like, that's something I'm going to do.
I know.
It's something I'm going to become. Why does anyone... It's such a funny diss to me.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
also like...
why are you dissing something that you're going to you're 10 steps behind? You're going to get there.
The cliche of it all is like, you better want to get old because
lucky enough to get old.
Exactly.
Lucky enough to see the world. Lucky enough to change.
Yeah.
It's like, it's such a beautiful thing, but it's just... I'm trying to like think of something to relate it to. It's just like, it's like sitting down and watching someone eat a disgusting salad and making fun of them, knowing in 10 minutes it's going to be your turn to sit down and eat that disgusting salad.
Yeah.
So why are you making fun of them?
Well, because young people, I feel like young people, or maybe my version of myself, I'll say me because I don't want to say all. I feel like when you're young, you feel like old people like were never young. Like you have this like reality, like especially like if you consider like when you're young and you think of your parents, like they don't understand. Like they don't understand my plight in this situation. Like you're almost
no, they did understand.
No,
they
like,
were 21 once.
Like they literally were young. Like old people can't just pop into existence as an elderly. Like they were once babies. They were once teens. But you have this like realization being young of like nobody gets this, or like in a way of nobody gets this, no one understands me. And also, God, they're so old, they don't understand what we're talking about. So it's like kind of like a two-sided coin of like no one gets me, and also like you're laughing at them because you don't think they're in on the joke, or like that they understand what's so funny almost.
Are you saying that young people are vapid?
Yeah, sure. Me. Also,
no, I agree with you.
Yeah.
In that context, yeah.
Also, can you define vapid?
Kind of, like, I'll use it in a sentence. Young people are kind of vapid.
I totally see.
How about I one up you and just
does
put it in a
vapid
sentence?
means like interested, like
I think
self-interest, like you're so into yourself?
My interpretation, it's like one of those words where you know what it means, but you can't.
Like
it's like you like kind of dumb.
Oh, vapid means dumb.
Like kind of like dense.
Dense. Okay.
Like they don't
see beyond themselves.
Yeah.
I feel like it's that.
offering nothing that is stimulating or challenging.
Oh, I don't
close.
really feel like that about young people.
I think maybe ignorant.
No, but I think in this, I'm not saying young people in general. I'm saying in the context of like old people.
But I don't feel like that. I don't feel like that's the right word. Like I feel like they just.
Okay.
Like, I actually disagree now that I understand the definition. I don't think young people are vapid. Like,
in terms of elderly.
But I feel like the definition Alex gave me was like, don't understand.
Yeah. Which is literally they don't understand.
Oh, okay.
What
maybe.
it's like to be old.
I think that number one, my definition, I don't think gave that.
I feel like I'm losing.
But that's
the plot.
what you guys are trying to look
losing
for.
The plot.
I think that's what you guys are looking for.
Sure. Right. Totally.
Do you get it?
I totally get it.
You're saying that young people can't see beyond themselves, that like
yes,
someone else was their age once.
Yes.
They didn't just spawn into existence at 65.
Yes.
Of course they get it.
Yes.
So their interpretation of elderliness and that stuff
but sometimes
is a bit vapid.
In the same vein though, we talked about the other day of like sometimes I feel like adults, to give kids a little bit of credit, like sometimes adults minimize youth with their experiences.
So elderlies are also vapid.
Exactly. Sometimes because
we're all vapid.
Sometimes when you have so much perspective, you don't give credit where credit's due to the youngins.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And on that note,
that was a real big flip-flop, right?
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. I will change my mind. On that note, I was thinking about...
Can we get a tally for how many times we say on that note?
Yeah.
I do it. You do it. We all do it.
Should I say... I have nothing else.
Speaking of,
I was thinking about, as I only saw the first hour, I was just thinking about, the
Just laughing. Sorry.
Were you laughing at you and Alex making fun of me for the past hour?
No, I was just like the idea of you being like, I only watched an hour. We're like, shut the fuck up.
Why don't you just leave this fucking room?
Yeah,
because you don't have good perspective.
Anything you say about this is stupid. You have no opinion that's worth sharing.
You don't know what's gonna happen in the end. It's like,
No,
I know, and I asked to be told.
No, I hate that, and I'm sorry that I contributed to doing that, and I did that.
Thank you. But what?
But also like,
But also you
don't know.
shut up.
we're supposed to watch the movie.
Yeah.
I couldn't get through the end. I was tired, you guys.
Honestly, I don't want to tell you because I'm dying to know what you think of the
Like,
end.
I'm gonna
because
come in
the
and be
end
like,
goes
oh my
a
God.
completely different way.
Okay. Based off the first hour, I was thinking about like I don't know if this is the right word, but like the morality of kind of like how you perceive staying young, in the sense of like where every single person draws the line of trying to preserve your own youth. Like my example would be, I dye my hair, right? Like that's my level of like, I feel like I'm trying to like stay young, and like everyone seems to have their own line, and we judge every person based off our own line. And like I don't know where I came up with my line, right?
Yeah.
But like say I see someone else my age doing something different, you know, we're all like looking at that as if like, well, that's not okay. Like, you know? And I think it's just interesting like where our own lines are for each thing.
Yeah, it's almost like what beauty standards do you adhere to?
Uh-huh.
Because it's like, you know, some people will be like, oh, like, you know, I don't really do that much. And it's like, oh, you get your eyebrows tinted, you get your eyelashes lifted, you get, you know, you're always wearing lipstick. It's just like, you think it's okay because that's what you've
Exactly.
established
Yes.
for yourself. But
I just think it's and I always think as like a overarching thing. I always feel in general of like to each their own. Like that's always like my backstory of like, yes, this is my line, but always to each their own. But then I feel like sometimes like as a society as a whole, like we're always kind of like yelling, chanting, feeling like women should be allowed to age.
yeah.
Right? Like that's the backstory is like let women age, let women age. But then we don't follow those rules ourselves. And like we're always like look at men, like they get more like refined and like everyone loves them when they're older, but like here we are trying to like grasp at youth. And like sometimes I always think too, like when you get stuff to try to maintain that, like is there anyone that's like, oh, that's a 23-year-old? You know what I mean? Like, are we only in this to trick ourselves? Like, are we only trying to fool us when we look in the mirror? You know, like.
Well, at the end of the day, everything that you do should be for yourself. And
but is it? That's should. But is it? Like, are we doing it for us? Are we?
I don't know.
I guess I can't answer for every single person.
I think you
on
do
Earth.
it. You do it for your own.
But are you doing it because you're told that that's your value? Like, okay, fine, it's for me. But like, oh, I have no value if I have wrinkles now. No one sees me. I'm not important because I'm getting older. Like, because, you know, my ass isn't as high as Margaret Quinn's.
Yeah.
Is that her name? Margaret?
Quali.
I was close. There was a Q. Sometimes Q's
She's not related
to Quinn.
Did you guys see this clip of Heidi Montag, her mom reacting to when she first got in surgery?
Oh my God, Alex.
Did I see
Are
the
you
clip?
my clip or did I watch the fucking episode live when it came out 10 years ago? Like it didn't change the nation, the society as a whole. And like we didn't have it TiVo'd and we watched it every chance we could. TiVo!
Okay, now the shoe is on the other foot because I'm just trying to bring into this discussion something relevant in pop culture.
And we
again.
told him to shut the fuck up.
Sorry, Alex. Yeah, I have seen the clip on TikTok.
We watched it live.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, bring it to the table because I'd love to talk about it.
Do you want me to play it?
I mean, I know it. I know it by heart.
Okay, you know it by heart. So her mom reacts, and it was interesting.
Backstory, Heidi Montag got like 30 plastic surgeries at once. She went under the knife and did everything together. And then she went back to see her mom for the first time. And she was kind of like unveiling her new face, her new body to her mom on the first time on camera.
Gotcha. And Heidi was already well known before this?
Correct. So this was like one of the 5th or 6th seasons of The Hills.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Gotcha. Just interesting to see because a lot of the comments that I'd seen on this TikTok were like a lot of stuff like 10 years ago, this was actually revolutionary, or her mom being like, or people being like, she looks really beautiful. Was it
revolutionary that she was admitting it, or was it revolutionary that she was doing it?
More, it seemed like a lot of it was like, people were like, she looks beautiful, but it was like a very different look. Like this is kind of like the blueprint of what people want to do to themselves with plastic surgery nowadays. So people were.
It was like one of the first transformations that we got to see.
Gotcha.
And the kind of work that she was doing is like reminiscent of the plastic surgery that everyone else is getting.
Yeah. So,
is it? Oh, so you're saying people now are getting what she did then?
Yes, yeah, because a lot of the comments were like, her mom's a hater. Like, I wish I could undergo like that. And there was like a lot of people like talking about really wanting to do exactly that.
That's crazy.
So it just seems like a very interesting like kind of change in the approach to how people talk about like that
plastic
kind of
surgery
thing.
In general. Like it used to be such a thing that you hide, and then I feel like only in recent years is it glamorized and like accepted.
Don't you feel like people will say I've never got plastic surgery when they're doing things that just didn't put them to sleep? They're saying like, oh, I've never touched my face.
Yeah, people have said
They'll
that.
say, oh, I don't touch my face.
Oh, really?
Oh, constantly. I've never touched my face. Don't say that. It's like, okay, maybe you haven't gone under the knife, but you've done things to adjust your face.
As if syringes and stuff aren't just as...
People like have that cop out, of like, I'm not doing it. I haven't touched my face when, yes, you have. Like, we see. But I understand that now it's more, okay, continue your thing. Continue what you were saying. Let me just jump in.
Man, I forgot.
You were saying that like now it's more kind of accepted that people...
Oh yeah,
will openly talk about it.
Yeah. I felt like, and so that's why it was really bold that Heidi did it on television, because it was the kind of thing where you'd get it done and
you wouldn't say anything.
Yeah,
like I went to the spa. That was like the early 2000s.
Really?
Don't you think? That was always like, oh, like I went and I'm like rejuvenated. I went to the spa.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know where I was going there.
It was just more
I wish
hidden
I had another
before.
Riddle.
I wish you had so many riddles too.
No.
I don't know. I always kind of like, again, it's like my own moral compass is like, I always feel like sad that like that's, even though we're yelling and screaming to say like appreciate us in our old age, we're gripping at straws to stay young. It just feels very strange to me.
I think what it is, and what I felt even after I watched the movie was like, wow, that was profound, and that made me feel things. But is anything going to change from this point forward? No.
But that's why it's like individual changes create the whole. Like we can't be out here fucking yelling love us with wrinkles and gray hair and like allow us to age like men and then keep fucking railing down the path of like I'm going to look as young as possible. And this is what I mean. Like you can still want to look beautiful for your age without saying I need to look as young as possible. Yeah. I think like you can still want to feel beautiful and still say like I want to look as beautiful as I possibly can without saying like I want to look as young as possible.
Yeah.
Because then it's just giving power to like to the age thing.
I know, but it's like how do you fix it?
You yourself do what you would want your child to do, what you would want your mother to do, what you would want your friend to do.
But like you said,
again, it's your own moral.
Yes,
ground.
but like you said, is it your own moral ground? That's what you just challenged.
That's
is it actually for you?
When you get something done? No,
or like when you try to look your best.
I feel like when you try to look your personal best, that's just giving off a confidence. Like whether it's like, working out or whatever it is, like you're feeling your personal best. You're not going to like the overarching thing of I need to look the youngest. I think when you turn to I need to look the youngest, then it's for something bigger. And when you want to say like I want to look my best, I feel like that's your own personal best.
Because your best changes every year.
Oh my God. And like hopefully the your best is just your best for you.
Yeah.
I don't know, it just makes me sad because like again, it just feels like it's like
but it's like when you even if you don't watch the movie, but the sentiment is basically like, damn, we're messed up, you know? And
we only value young, beautiful.
And look what it's doing to us. And I was kind of like, like I want to feel like I don't want to like, and it's just like, but then you're just, no one else is going to adhere to it. So,
but I think like that's fine because I think like in your life, you're going to feel best based on how you feel like. And I think like too, I think it's easier too when you become a parent to be like, what would I'm going to love myself as much as I love my child.
Yeah.
And like, because that love is so much greater than yourself, you can put that back on you and be like, does my child's value, is it only based off them being young and being beautiful? Like, that's not how I feel about them. That's never how I feel about my baby. So like, why would I put that on myself?
Yeah.
Like, why would I put that on my mom? Do I think my mom lost value because she's old now? Do I think she doesn't give anything because of like her age and her wrinkles? Like, I'm so fucking thankful that my mom hasn't got work done.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a value to me because it shows me that like, look at everything that she's doing and she contributes. I don't even think about that with her.
Yeah.
You know? And I just think as a whole, if we desire to be more than our looks, then we need to put that in practice.
Yeah.
So everyone should have my same world.
No, I agree with everything you're saying. I just think it's like you just kind of feel a little hopeless because you're like, other people aren't gonna adhere to it.
I know, but I think like change only comes from you out. Like when I look at you, like, and I see what you're doing, then it's like, oh, like how amazing, you know, like maybe people will, and that's what I'm saying. Like, my mom did this, so I look at her and I have that same aspiration. I'm doing this, so I hope my child has that same aspiration. And if it's just 3 people, then that's 3 more people, you know?
Yeah.
And again, like, I don't, that's just, people will have their own level wherever that is. And like, everyone has a different one. And I think that's what makes everything interesting. I just think that like, if our goal as women is to be valued for something different, then we have to contribute to that thing.
Yeah.
And I think it's as simple as that. I don't think you have to focus on everyone else doing everything else. I just think like, oh, that movie was a reminder to have it be me first and then hopefully everyone else.
Yes.
But yeah, like that doesn't, and I think too, also being off social media really truly helps you, I think, disengage from what you should look like.
Yeah.
And what you like, and wanting to be younger. Like once you remove like the hundreds of thousands of images that I see of like perfect, pretty people, I can be like, oh wow, I'm looking great today.
Yeah.
I'm not comparing myself.
No,
to
there's
others.
so much comparison.
It's so much, especially with mom stuff. And we talked about that, and that should be like a bigger conversation of like, I think to change the conversation, to bring it back to like mommy and me, I think like, I find it interesting being a parent and how like fleeting certain feelings are, and like being on social media and seeing one thing, like even if like you're texting with your friends, we can use even us as an example.
Yeah.
And like you say something like, oh my God, like I'm obsessed with my baby so much and he's so perfect. And then like in that moment, I'm having a hard time and I'm like, I'm so jealous. Like she's having like the best moment. And like I'm out here feeling blah. And so like I felt like that's how I felt on social media, was like everyone's having these perfect moments with their families and I'm not having that yet. And
I'm sure there's studies, or there's going to be, about how damaging it is to our brains to see constantly what everyone else is doing.
Alex, is there any studies about that? Curious.
He's conducted them.
I should be out there with like a pen and paper, be like, hey, you guys, how's it going? How often are you on social media and how is it impacting your life?
While he pulls up his research, I was thinking, and I think you know why I wrote it, but
What?
like, why?
What?
Why are we not like wine and cheese?
Wait, what? Why are we? You're full of riddles this episode. Wait, hold on. Why are we not like wine and cheese? Hold on. Is there a correct answer here?
Mm-hmm.
Why are we not like wine and cheese? Is it because I have no idea.
Because wine and cheese are more favorable when they're aged.
Where you came up with
Speak
these
for
all
yourselves,
overnight,
ladies.
all overnight. Like you were sleeping last night and came up with 2 riddles to bring to this episode. And like, not only that, but you have no memory and you've kept these in your mind, back pocket, ready to use. Why are we not like wine and cheese?
Like,
But we are.
no, but societally, we're not.
not.
Everyone wants little, everyone wants grape juice.
I love grape juice. I love
No, you should want wine.
I know. I should want wine. I do want wine. Wine's great.
We should want 18th month aged pecorino.
I loved aged pecorino. Well,
Okay.
well, we do it with men cheese. We just don't do it with women cheese. And
Speak
so,
for yourselves.
Like Alex is only like
There
this
was-
is Alex's best day. Tomorrow is Alex's next best
Yeah,
day.
we like fine wine and fine cheese, but he likes grape juice.
That's not
And
true.
cheddar cheese.
That
I know.
is so not true.
and he doesn't even like
That
rewrap
is-
his
Oh,
cheese
actually,
properly.
That
He's the
is
wrong
so.
candidate.
I am the worst candidate.
No,
for
you've
this.
wrong
seen his
candidate.
Tupperware. It's horrible.
No, but what his track record?
My track record. I used to drink a bottle of 50-year-old wine a week.
Yeah,
What?
it's
You
a metaphor.
did? Oh.
Metaphor for MILFs.
Oh.
Is that not, have you not gotten that from what Aleena's been saying?
No, I thought you were just saying you had bad taste in food.
You brought it back to the Tupperware.
Oh, yeah, because your Tupperware was horrible and you
It
always
is.
ate really bad leftovers. I didn't really
Yeah.
like your diet.
Except
just-
I was really jealous of his cheese and ham sandwiches or turkey
Oh, yeah,
sandwiches.
that's crazy.
Oh,
Those
they
were so
look
simple.
so good.
Just turkey, cheese, and
But they were
mayo.
dry.
No, there was mayo on.
Oh, there was mayo.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Because Aleena hates a dry
That
sandwich.
was the only moisture added to it.
Oh, okay. okay. Interesting. Yeah, Alex does like a fine wine.
But I
Apparently
agree.
dog you for that.
It's
man.
wrong that society does that. If in my
So what are you going to do about it?
in my society, when I become president for life, we're gonna start fucking more milk. That's what's gonna happen.
That's what we're looking for. That's what it's what's it? I was going to say Kristen Stewart, but that's not it. That's not it. Kristen Cavallari. She was a fine one.
Ah, yeah.
She's.
We shouldn't say she's a fine one. She's way too hot.
I know.
She's like a hot young kid.
I know.
Yeah, wait, isn't she like 38 or something?
Yeah. I just
Yeah, that's
she was
not a
dating
fine
she
wine.
was dating a young pup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's not
Alex,
fine
young
wine.
if you will.
pup.
Yeah.
A fine wine.
Remember when you were like, I'm so sad that they broke up.
Yeah. I was really sad. But it seems best that they went different ways. But,
Yeah.
but I was hoping that they would make it last.
Yeah.
I could have seen it working out, honestly.
I have another petition.
Oh my God. I will sign up for this one, whatever it is.
Okay.
What is it?
The petition is that your age should be based on your eyesight.
I'm so down for this petition, because my eyesight's amazing.
Yeah, I got 20/20 vision over here.
Me too. Is there something better than 20/20? Because I have it.
21/20.
I probably have that. We should get me tested.
You're still pulling up the research.
Alex.
I have that research. So social media addiction. This is from Stanford. A review found the use of social networking sites is associated with an increased risk of depression, anxiety, and psychological distress. The associations, though not by itself prove causation, at least are some cause for concern.
I mean,
Stronger in adolescence.
I would ask this to you, Aleena, and let
It better be a fucking riddle.
Aleena, if you think I can make up a riddle on the spot, you think way too highly of me.
Yeah.
Back to your riddles.
Yeah, no, back to my petition. If anyone wants to sign, I feel like, how you see, when you're driving or how you see the world.
But you're blind when you drive with glasses, so that shouldn't be a part of it.
Oh, sunglasses. Yes. Yeah, sunglasses. Throw them out the window.
Yeah.
So I think that should be your gauge. Like,
I think so too. And Corbin has glasses and he's younger than me. So I'm
Alex,
just saying.
look at that.
Whoa, cougar.
Okay, Alex.
Yeah, we've known this.
Wow.
I was okay. Too far. And Alex was wearing glasses too, so he's like an old fart, but he has braces on,
Yeah.
so that kind of brings him back.
Balance.
Yeah. You're very confusing for our new age restriction situation. Like you could be 12, but you could be 50.
That's so true.
I like that.
Okay.
There's something in your mouth.
Yeah, what is it?
When did you put that? We just looked at you. When did you put a Ritz cracker in your mouth?
Literally. And if,
You're inhaling them like a gerbil. Okay. So thank you for signing my petition. My other petition is still in the works for bellies to be clear when you're pregnant. Okay, I have another question for you. This is just really lighthearted.
Thank God.
What do you guys think constitutes a salad?
Lettuce on the bottom.
Yeah, just like any greens.
False.
Wait, you looked it up?
No, I don't know the answer.
Oh, okay. What is your definition of a salad?
Anything that can be mixed in a bowl.
False. That is the wrong.
Ooh, no.
Because a pasta salad
Yep.
doesn't have greens.
Tuna salad.
I think salad's used inappropriately in that situation. Like, I don't think salad should be on the end.
Petition to remove.
Petition to remove salad. From the word tuna salad. I want it to be tuna mash. Tuna mash,
What
egg
about
mash,
pasta salad.
pasta
There's
swirl.
no greens in there.
Pasta swirl.
Pasta swirl.
No, we'll make that cold pasta. Leftover pasta. Take off salad. Petition to remove salad. I'll tell you right here,
so you
right
think
now.
salad means it has to have some sort of leafy green?
Not just leafy greens. Greens need to be on the bottom.
What about a mixed tossed salad?
Nope. Greens have to be on the bottom of the bowl.
So if you toss your salad out, it's not a
No.
salad.
You could toss your salad, but greens still land at the bottom. What I mean by that is if you're at Chipotle and you order a bowl, that's not a salad. That's a bowl. Salad has to have leaves on the bottom.
Tell that to macaroni salad.
Macaroni, swirl.
Tell that to pea salad.
Peas, disgusting.
Tell that to broccoli, grape, and pasta salad.
No, you can't.
Cranberry fluff salad.
Your theory doesn't work. You know why? A
Petition.
smoothie.
Oh.
Wait, a smoothie?
Leaves are on the bottom.
Wait, smoothie?
Got
Wait,
her.
what are you talking about?
Got her ass.
What are you
Got
talking
her
about?
ass.
It's on the bottom.
Got her ass. Got her.
Can you guys explain to me why I've been got? Like,
Yeah, maybe in the bonus because we're have to.
you're kidding me.
No.
Alex, I haven't even gotten started.
I mean, yeah, you just got owned though to wrap it up.
Oh, okay, sorry. Well, let's go on the bonus. But I didn't hear what you guys said. You got me with leaves in the smoothie. No one puts leaves in their smoothie.
Spinach. Everyone puts spinach in their smoothie.
I got a smoothie right here with me. No leaves.
What's in that smoothie?
Nanners, peanut butter, dates, almonds.
Yeah, but a lot of people
milk.
put spinach in their smoothies.
Okay.
Berries, remember? They had a great green smoothie.
I don't even know what berries means.
Berries.
Oh, berries like boot camp. God, I haven't been to a workout class. I thought you meant like raspberries. I was like,
You know,
yep,
berry.
berries.
You know berry?
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
What's berry?
Alex never been to a workout class in his life. Have you ever been to a group scheduled class?
A group? Like I've been to like yoga.
Okay, that's a group scheduled class.
Okay.
Okay, good for you. You know what I was trying to do the other day was explain the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef
To who?
to my sister and my cousin because we were talking.
Did you
about,
reference the
well, yes. And guess what I did, you guys, when I was talking about Drake and Kendrick? I went to Reddit.
Whoa.
That's right. And I took a screenshot there of the whole beef situation, like the songs, and they were like, "What's it all about?" And I said, "You're going to have to listen to the track list. Here's the back and forth." And it was on Reddit, and I just felt like, wow, I'm such an elevated person now because I knew to go to Reddit.
Yeah.
And of course I was given a link to go to Reddit, but I understood it once I was there. I kind of got the background. But I felt like very cool in this situation because I knew about something that two people hadn't heard about.
I know.
And they were not as, I'm obviously, Kendrick played the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's very in the news and I just felt like I knew everything about it.
Yeah. And did you get a good chuckle over the little prank we pulled on you last year?
Yes, I did get a good
Because that
chuckle
was
over
not
that.
in there.
Honestly, like, it was weird that you played that prank and then that whole kind of thing happened, which was pretty spot on to what the prank was. What are you talking about? The prank where you said that everyone was hating each other? Like Drake hated him and then Kendrick hated him. Are you talking about that prank?
Well, that wasn't a prank.
Remember, it was a prank.
No, the prank was that was like Haley Williams involved or something like that.
I thought the whole thing was a prank and Aleena just made this entire thing up. No?
No,
And like Oprah was involved.
Yeah, that part.
It was. Oh my God! So you thought I was like just ahead of the world?
Yes, until this moment right here, right now. I thought you just made up that whole thing, and then that just kind of like happened next. So that was happening at that time?
It was, but I fibbed about why and like how okay. I fibbed about the details.
I thought you fibbed about the entire thing. I thought you just like came in like ready to tell a lie.
Oh my God, no. I was like, oh, instead of explaining to you the actual beef, I'm going to make up what the beef is.
Wow. I was, you know how sometimes we say things.
You thought I was like crazy
Yes,
premonition.
Exactly. Well, sometimes we say things and then they kind of come to fruition. So I felt like that was just one of those times. And I was like, wow.
You thought I spoke it into existence?
Yes.
Manifestation of the biggest rap beef
Of all time.
Honestly,
I wish I kind of kept that secret to myself. Like, I wish I would have just had this idea of you that you kind of created.
I can't believe that it's been a year and
I know.
you just go around thinking I'm a prophet.
Not only that, but I think I've told people. Like, Aleena kind of predicted this whole thing would happen. And it did. So I was kind of like putting you on like prophet pedestal.
Whoa.
Like, don't have Aleena say too much because it could come to fruition.
So yeah, manifestation was like really, really big for us.
Well, also you send me manifestation TikToks of like what my year's going to be based on myself.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, well, she kind of gets it because she hears what's going on in my Gemini
My
world.
TikToks are full of Gemini stuff for you.
I love that.
So I know.
Well, apparently this is going to be an insane year for me based on TikTok alone.
Yes.
And this is going to be
like,
kind of a weird year for you.
kind of like a dud year.
Yeah.
You know?
Your year is up in arms.
Yeah.
But my year could not be going
It's
farther
gonna be
north.
amazing.
I know.
But on that note, I mean, speaking of,
Okay.
whenever I get those TikToks, I always think, how do these zodiac predictions relate to my baby?
Because like babies don't do anything yet?
Yeah.
So, like how could he be having a good or bad year?
Yeah. Like, does this really apply to him?
No. That's a good point. I don't feel like Zodiac's going to come into play until you're 13.
You think?
Yeah.
Like there should be an age limit on them or an age
requirement. Like you're not tall enough to ride this ride.
Yeah.
You need to be
The
5.
zodiac sign.
Oh, I can't say 5 because there's a lot of people that are like in the 4s.
Yeah.
You have to be 4, 6 to read your zodiac sign.
Yes. Otherwise, every zodiac reading is just a
And where do you
farce.
think they get that information? Like where are they reading the
moon.
stars?
The moon.
Based on the position of the moon?
Mm.
What about the position of the stars?
There's too many stars to really have it affect
So the
things.
first of the year, all the zodiacs, all the astronomers.
It's like, how much is the moon pulling us right now?
Okay, and then they can base that on each sign.
They can be like, oh, we're getting a big pull over here, getting a tug here.
And do they get one person from each sign, like standing in a circle and see who falls forward first? And then the person that falls forward first.
Gravity.
Okay.
Boom.
Wow. Astronomers. They really use science and technology to figure things out. Isn't it? Isn't it astrologers?
You said astronomers.
Astronomers are like the real.
Well, they also have a telescope, you guys. They're not just out here looking at the moon. They're looking at it all. Okay?
Do they? Do astrologists have that?
I don't know. But in my mind, they do, Alex.
Well, we are kind of saying like the moon, so that is astronomy.
Yeah. And listen, I just want to know where they're getting this information. I saw a little sign on our way here that said like palm reading, and it said like coffee included. So obviously I almost turned in. And I just thought, they're getting their information from the palm. But where else is everyone getting their information? Like, it seems like the palm is a good place to start, but like, you can't just be like, Gemini, this year good, the moon.
There's a lot of places to read from.
Which texts?
Yeah.
Which text? Is this a
You
dictionary?
can read from the moon. You can read from your palm. You can read from your mind. You can read from, where else can you read from? You can read from sonar waves.
You don't understand sonar. Let's just bounce back.
Read from temperatures.
That you're right. If you add all of those things together, sonar, temperature, moon, dictionary, I think you're going to come up with a good reading of each person's sign. You're right, Aleena.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
Well,
oh, I have one more thing. It's really, really important.
okay.
And I think it kind of like, it's going to be our new thing for this year.
We'll see.
In terms of, you know, when we talk about something and the other one doesn't really agree.
Oh yeah.
You know, like, and it's just like you really want them to agree with you, or you just want them to get everything you're saying.
Yeah, you're like, feel me.
yeah, I have something for you.
Okay.
I have the perfect thing. I'm so excited to tell you.
What is it?
Revel in my revelations.
That's good. That's good. That
is
have
worth
been
using again.
thinking thoughts on your maternity leave.
Yeah.
And that's good.
Yeah.
Revel in my revelation.
Like, okay, if I'm like a smoothie
Is a salad.
could be a salad if there's spinach on the bottom. And you're like, no. And we're arguing and I just go, revel in my revelations, Sarah.
That is so good. That would put me right in my fucking place. Right there. No doubt.
I'll give you permission. Use it on me.
Please.
Use it on me.
Well, I'm going to be saying that every episode from here on out. Revel in my revelations. It's like, don't
Is that
yuck my yum.
politically, not politically, is that correct? Grammatically? Is
Doesn't
that
matter.
is that a word?
Revel
Like,
in my, like get juiced up about
you
my
got
new
what I was
thought.
going to say.
Yes.
You got the sentiment of what I'm trying to say, but I
Totally.
want to know if it's real.
Yeah, revel in my revelations means to take great pleasure or joy in the new
Wait,
insights.
other
of-
people have been using this?
It seems like it.
Aleena thought of this.
This is I know. This seems to be like a Christian thing.
Go, Aleena, go. You know you
Yeah.
love Christianity.
Yeah, it seems like
That's
it's
Catholic. So different.
They both love the cross,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
I think so.
Umbrella. umbrella
Umbrella
term.
cross.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's so
it's
funny.
It seems like it's like a thing in Christianity or Catholicism. Revel in revelation. Yeah.
You know what we should talk
Also,
about in the
look
bonus?
at Mormons too. Church of
so I
Jesus.
probably
Latter-
just like heard a pastor say it, and I was like,
It's a pastor. You can't use pasture.
Ooh.
Pastor, El
Pastor.
tacos, El Pastor.
Yeah. You've never even seen a pastor.
I have. I've been to church.
Oh, you have? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Never mind. I disregard everything I said.
I'm sorry. We need a counter for this episode of the amount of times that you will make a claim about one of us, and then we'll be like, "No, actually," and I'll be like, "Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry about that."
We've
Okay.
all been wrong this episode.
We've all
been wrong.
thrown jabs that have missed wildly.
I feel like.
But we started it.
Thank you, Alex.
Yeah, we did.
Thank you
I'll
for
admit-
jumping on there.
I'll admit it. We started it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
But it's if there's one thing that you know about me and Alex is that we're big movie buffs.
Okay.
Yeah. And clearly you're just not up to our level, sir.
I know. Aleena should wear glasses, honestly, to just like match Alex's like feel of.
Yeah, pretentious assholery.
Yes. Okay, but you know what I want to talk about in the bonus
Yeah.
is whether you have or have not kissed your son on the lips.
Oh, that's a good one.
Okay.
Okay.
I want to deep dive into that.
Okay.
Okay.
Dive.
I'm gonna deep cannonball into that topic. Exactly. Revel with me in the bonus.
Damn it, I thought I made it up.
Honestly, let's go with it. Alex just Googled words can be put together, right?
Tacos al pastoralina over here.
Listen, you made up the Drake and Kendrick thing. You made up
Oh
this
my
too.
God. I didn't get to revel in that.
I know. You should have been this entire year.
All right. We'll see you in the bonus.
Bye.